somebody comes up, oh, it's been one of those days. I said, no, sweetie, it's been one of those lifetimes.
Sounds like my life.
Poor thing. And I had another customer go, I really love your energy and I really love your look. I really love your shirt. I really love your lipstick. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah. They must have, oh, thanks. Okay.
Yikes. Hello, admission $39.95. Just kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
$39.99.95 for the first minute.
Come in. I'm a giant dork. Come in.
$40 for the next additional minute.
Wow, I didn't know I could be that convincing.
Good for you, girl.
I should start selling cars.
That's right.
Really, there's nothing wrong with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Spoken Unheard Open Mic here at Kickbutt Coffee in Austin, Texas? I'm Ernie B, and here's your host, Hot Tamale, and the lovely Lost in Thought.
Look at Lost in Thought. He's a whoa.
Oops, sorry.
No. Oh, I liked it. Look at Lost in Thought. He's a gorgeous bitch.
Does he have a bob?
I think so.
It's a bob, right?
Well, no, actually, on a guy, it's a wedge.
Is it a wedge?
No.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
kind
wedgie.
of it's kind of Dorothy Hamill but curlier. I had that haircut in like 5th grade or something.
Yeah.
But my hair was nowhere near as curly. My mom kept me in a mushroom until I was in high school.
Oh, that mushroom
Yeah,
haircut?
and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grow my own hair. Don't touch my hair anymore. And la-la. What's happening, Kickbutt? You're about to witness the best, the baddest open mic in the ATX, spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kickbutt Coffee, Music, and Booze. That's right. This is not your average, ordinary coffee shop. We do have a full bar. And behind the bar tonight, we have the goddess, Alyssa, who will keep you fed, caffeinated, and
Buzzed.
But nothing shows your undying love and affection to your bartender like what? Tips. Tip your bartender, and they will feel your undying love and affection.
Oh, I forgot.
Uh-oh. Oh,
I forgot to do that on the big intro.
You know,
and you wonder why I lose my mojo sometimes.
Before I forget, we should cue our first voice.
We're not even through the
We're
intro.
not through the intro.
Okay, sorry. And working behind the bar is...
Well, because Tom isn't here tonight.
I already got it, Alyssa. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yes, tip your bartender, and they will feel your undying love and affection. Do not go in for a hug. Consent is everything. And like me and Lost in Thought have always said, this is a safe space. If you're a girl and you're getting a creeper, let us know. If you're a guy and you're getting a creeper, let us know.
If you're a creeper.
If you're a creeper, get the fuck out. No, just kidding. But yes, this is a safe space. We want everyone to know that this is your space. I like that.
What?
This is. I saw him go like this.
Oh, for space.
Yeah, safe space. You can come here, perform, relax, have a good time, and not have somebody going, "Hey, baby, what's your number?" Blah blah blah. Oh my God, you know. We will help you out on that. Trust me, me and Lane are good at that.
Unless you're wanting to.
And if I don't tell the creeper anything, Lane will just go over and stare at him uncomfortably and go like this until he goes ugh, and goes away. Then either way, it's a win.
Blow in his ear.
Okay.
No, then you'll get harassment charges.
Yeah, you'll be the creeper. And the drink specials tonight are mixed wells, $4.25. Get your antioxidants and your booze at the same time.
El mismo tiempo.
Okay, yes, thank you. Mm-hmm. I'm actually, Ernie B is the witness. I'm trying to learn Spanish on a daily basis at work. It's hard. I'm starting to figure it all out, but putting it actually in sentences, that's the hard part.
My Spanish actually wasn't too bad. Considering, I mean, I've always heard it growing up, but I never got a chance to speak it because I was raised in the Chicago area. Mm-hmm. But then when I worked in McAllen, down by the border, I'd worked with
10 minutes from the border.
Yeah, I'd worked with a lot of customers coming from Mexico. I worked at a recording studio. I'd get a lot of bands from Mexico. So you had to learn, and figure it out. And I was getting kind of good at it, but I've been here now for 15 years or so.
Yeah.
And I haven't really practiced it in so long. It's like, I remember there was 2 guys here that didn't know any English, and they asked me if I could help them order something from the bar. And I'll go, oh yeah, I got this. And I couldn't do it. It's like, I couldn't do it. I freaked out. That's when I realized, wow, I really am rusty on my Spanish.
You need to put it in practice every day.
I'm
every day. It always helps.
I'm terrible.
And I always tell customers real quick when they want to spell off their name, they'll say Gonzalez, Gon, and I'm like, if I can't spell Gonzalez, something's wrong with me. I was like, you're good. I mean, if it was something else, help me out. But Gonzalez, Hernandez, Fernandez, Garcia, I gotcha.
See, when I was growing up in Chicago, I had like last names like Bumgardner, Alashauskas, Roland Ho, Wilson. Those are names I was used to. I mean,
those are names? I thought those were disorders.
No.
Anyway.
I'm terrible at Spanish, but ironically, I can roll my R's really well.
I can't roll.
Ernie
roll my
can't
R's.
wroll his R's. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I mean, I used to. There was this guy named. One of my customers called it. His name was Andres, and
That was pretty good.
yeah, he didn't want me to say his name because he was so used to people butchering his name, so I didn't. And then at the end of the call, I guess he asked me, he's like, "Yeah, Andres," and I was like, "Yeah, you got that."
Okay, as long as he wasn't going to say my name. Okay. Okay, sir, we got to go. Have a great day.
Destiny's Child style.
Okay,
Say my
you
name,
lost
say
me
my
there.
name.
You lost me there. Hey, if you want to sing your song, dance your dance, strut your stuff, and hopefully dance better than that. Good God. Come over to Lost of Thought, me, Hot Tamale, or Ernie B behind the soundboard. Go over to Ernie B just so he can say.
During South by, I worked with 128 acts in 15 days. Right here in this room.
That sounds like a marathon.
And see, that's why
It pretty much was.
when Lost of Thought went over to Ernie B, hey, what have you been doing over the past month? He's like,
I've been here. I haven't moved.
I've been here.
I'm still here.
We've all been home relaxing, thinking about new material. Ernie has not left.
I'm
Not
tired.
really.
And then we had another little marathon this weekend, too.
Ouch.
And I got another burlesque show tomorrow. And then that's as far as I looked in the calendar. I don't know what's going on the rest of the week.
All right.
I need to do laundry.
Okay. Oh, should I do the what do you
Oh
call
yes, the
them?
pointers. Yeah.
Yeah, the pointers. Oh, I wanted to show everybody. Check out my new wallpaper. It looks like a Nokia. Everyone's like, that's confusing. I was like, right? Okay, hold on. Okay,
I used to have one of those little tiny ones that had just the LED screen, like the liquid crystal screen. It wasn't even It didn't
that's
even
the
show.
one with like the gray background.
Yeah, it didn't even take pictures or anything. It was just a tiny little cell phone. It worked though.
I used to have a slider that I was so fascinated by it, and I was looking, slides up, slides down, slides up. I was
had
always.
one-
Yeah,
I had one like that.
Yeah, I was always so afraid of mistakenly hanging up a someone. It never happened, but I was like, look at it, slides up, slides down, slides up, slides down. This is so fascinating. Yeah.
He's very easily amused.
I am.
And if this is your first time here, welcome to Thunderdome. No, just kidding. Open mic pointers, suggestions, hints. 5. Okay, since we're kind of light tonight,
Really
we
light.
can go like
This afternoon.
5 minutes or 2 songs so we can get everybody on stage. Something like that.
Yeah.
Support your open mic and buy something at from the bar. Water is delicious, yes. But go over to the goddess and she will hook you up with something delicious to eat or drink. And you'll be like, you know what? That was pretty freaking
Alyssa
tasty.
makes-
And please tip her too.
Tip your bartender.
Alyssa makes really good concoctions. I can
Or as
attest
they
that.
said at the Thursday karaoke, don't be a cheap bastard. Tip your bartender. I love that one. I said, I need to use that. Can you cuss, Lost of Thought? Oh, well, you just explained that right now.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, we did. So, yes, don't be a cheap bastard.
I mean, technically, that's a PG version of swearing, though.
Okay.
Bastard's not really a cuss word.
No.
It's just a description.
Well, neither is bitch, but, this still gets bleeped.
Fuck is a
Okay.
password.
I know. Be considerate and quiet like other performers are on the stage, but as Lost in Thought says,
We love audience participation, even during a piece. But look around you and read the room.
exactly. Don't you think he could do books on tape or something?
I've been told that.
He sounds like he could do like an audio manual. Welcome to your spatula. Here
I've
are the
been-
features.
I've been told that. So you have no idea how many times people have told me I should go into radio.
The poop that took a pee. Chapter 1.
What? How?
The poop that's okay. Let's finish doing the pointers. Come on, guys. We're gonna spend the whole night introducing.
Well, we
show.
gotta fill in some gaps here.
I know. Okay, while you are up on stage, pimp your product. If you've got T-shirts, let us know. If you're on SoundCloud, let us know. This is the time to sell yourself, baby.
If you have books or something
Yes.
on sale on Amazon or whatever.
And if you are on the list and you are not here when your name is called, we will move on.
Like, let's say.
Like, for example, JoJo. If JoJo's out in the parking lot partying, we got to go JoJo going once, JoJo going twice.
Tailgating it.
On with the show.
that JoJo, she's a wild child.
JoJo has more of a social life than I do. I'm just like work home, kick butt, work home, work home.
Me,
work
it's
home.
like kick butt, home, kick butt, home. Oh,
Okay.
thank you for everyone that's tuning in, that's watching online right
Yes,
now.
thank you. Hello.
Wherever you may be watching
Happy
from.
Pagan Fertility Festival. Somebody actually posted that on one of my Instagrams. They were like, don't fight about the whole Christianity versus pagan. It's a sex festival. Go have sex. It's like, okay.
Sex Fest?
Sex Fest 2024. Introducing. Oh, sorry. In this corner. Stop me, please. Okay.
In this corner, these 19 people.
Okay, that would be messed up. Okay, comedians, you will get a flashing light at the 5-minute mark. It doesn't mean just cut it off. It means wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. Okay, did I get everything? Yes, I did. Lost a thought?
Musicians. Well, I don't see any guitar players here or any guitars, but
But-
if there are any guitar players here, please be in tune before you go on stage. If you can check your tuning ahead of time, so you're not on stage messing around and tuning. in.
As much as we love the tuning song, we are live. Wow, that was low. Okay, lost a thought. Take it away.
How is that low?
My voice.
You know, there's some. I've seen some open mics where they give like musicians like 15, 20 minutes. It's like, well, how many performers can you have if everyone gets that much time? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
you'd be waiting 2 hours before you get up there. I mean, and it'd only be like 5 people. You know, if they all had that much time.
Yeah.
See, our philosophy is we'll give you like 5 minutes or 2 songs. That way we can get through the list quicker. And if you want to go up again, you can.
Okay, take it away, lost in thought.
Okay, this is me taking it away. So, no better way than to take it away than traveling. And let's start off with a Red Traveler. Let's hear it for Red Traveler.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Yeah? Good. Happy day that it is for you, whatever that means to you. All right, I'm going to read some poems, and then I'm going to play the flute, and we'll all go on a little journey. Sound good? Okay, so... Also, I am an artist. I do paintings. I make mandalas. I have a website. It's ChristinaCulverhouse.com. I also make wire wrap pendants. So you can find everything on my website. If you're interested, come talk to me. Okay. Oh, and I also host a poetry group on Thursdays at Lazy Days in South Austin on Manchac, and it's from 1 to 3. So if you're ever free on a Thursday from 1 to 3, come and enjoy the fun. All right. This is called Iridescent Poetry. Fingers snapping their applause when their hearts resonate with souls exposing themselves in the mic of delight. Golden words spreading the worth of joy and truth. Go to the ocean of chance. Take that leap of faith into unknown waters. Let your love melt hearts like chocolate truffle delicacies. You don't have to chase love. It's right here, yours for the taking and the giving. Make everyone your Valentine. Fall in love with the living. Show them the way to grace. Show the world the way to your heart. Find the sunrise in the eyes of the beholder inside of you. Build that shrine. Make it shine. Light up the night, captivating all eyes. Stand on the bridge of hope, leaving all fears behind. Thank you. This one's called The Secret of Gratitude. Light speed changes, evolutions around the sun, skipping across the universe one star at a time, oblivious, flying high on happiness, joy, and bliss. For the secret of gratitude came to my heart with the grace of healing available to all. Each and every one of you, your destiny is in your hands. Don't fear the changes that come. Don't fear the darkness when it comes. Love them all, the dark and the light beings inside of your mind. Just wanting healing from your heart to accept and revel in all that is you. Build your life around no one. This life is your own beckoning and your reckoning. Embrace it all. Look for yourself in the divine. Find the divine in your reflection. Thank you.
All right, give it up for Christina Culverhouse, a.k.a. Red Traveler.
Always a 3-year-old listening to her stuff.
I always picture myself like in like a sandstone canyon, just hearing the flute echoing off the walls. I'm like, that's cool.
I always envision a moose out in the mountains, quietly sipping water from a pond.
A moose?
Bye.
Bye. Have a good one. Mooses are huge.
They are pretty fucking big.
Oh, why? But is Reggie on or no?
No, there's nobody
Yeah,
on. There's people watching online, but no. Let me check again. But yeah, no one's online to participate in the show.
Well, hey, everyone watching from home.
Hello, television viewers. It's howdy doody time. It's howdy doody time.
Huh?
Oh no, I'm gonna do a poem. I've actually been writing. The writer's block is gone. I found
Yeah,
okay.
woohoo.
I found the coolest exercise. It said if you can't write anything, break out your notebook and your pen. I'm old school. I can't write like this. I can't. And just keep writing. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. And then it'll just come out. And then all of a sudden I've got pages. I'm like, wow, that worked. It does.
Yeah.
I was freaked. I was like, because I still remember Brian. We always talk about Brian. He would always tell me, he either called me Tamale or Mama. Mama, you know you need to write some more. I was like, I know, it's just shit happens. He's like, no, you need to write. I was like, okay.
Well, even Elton John, and several singers, but Elton John on that line on your song, where he's writing, he's on the second verse of the song. Says something about, well, a couple of the verses, well, they've gotten quite cross. You know,
Yeah.
he's running out of things to write, but he keeps writing. You know,
Exactly.
and it became part of the song.
Lost in thought. Who is coming up next?
Coming up next, we have a comedian who's been through quite the adventure. Well, his life is always an adventure. You know.
Observational.
Yes. Listening to his stuff is fascinating. Let's hear it for Spooky McDougal.
What's up, y'all? Man, it's slim pickings tonight, right? It's just the OGs. I found this napkin on the table back there. And it had this stuff written on it. I wanted to read it to y'all because it was just really out there. It says, "Last night I had a dream that I had a beard so epic it put hipsters to shame and emasculated even the most rugged outdoorsman. Every bully who ever picked on me cowered in fear. Every ex-girlfriend and every woman who ever rejected me begged to bear my seed. But as I gazed in the mirror, smug and self-absorbed, as I applied copious amounts of beard oil, my dream became a nightmare. As I went to take another haughty glance at my beard, it was suddenly gone, and all that was left was my clean-shaven face and a razor with one lone hair clinging to the blade. A cruel reminder of the testosterone-fueled hair growth I grew too proud to maintain." I hope I didn't just steal somebody's act. No. We all know I went back there and wrote that on a napkin. What was I going to say? What do you call an Australian person who overcomes adversity against all odds? Tom? Yes, Tom, or a down underdog. No. Yeah, I wish Tom was here. I have this other really dumb joke I came up with. My neighbor he had this white German Shepherd. It's a really rare and unique looking dog. And he only had it for about a week before it got stolen. He bought it off some guy off of Craigslist, and then, like I said, a week later, the dog gets stolen. And apparently he was walking it by, like, a homeless encampment, and so he thinks that these bums like beat him up and took his dog because apparently this dog is very very highly sought after, that to the point where there's a black market for white German Shepherds. And so like I said, I don't think these bums beat him up. I think he fell victim to like a scam involving exotic pet trafficking, and that the guy who he bought the dog from and the guys who beat him up and took his dog are like in cahoots, because like I said, that this dog is really extraordinary looking, and breeders haven't even figured out what the unique genetic marker it is that gives him this appearance. So my neighbor's telling me all this, and he knows I attempt to do comedy, and he's like, do you think somebody could ever come up with a joke about that? And I said they probably could, but they'd have to be a rare breed. Anyway, I got this white German Shepherd for sale if y'all are interested. I like to do like accent voices, but really only like white people voices because I'm just better at them. Like when I get spam calls, I'll be like, hello, this is Billy. What can I do you for? One time it was for like a home security system, and they were like, they asked me, well, Billy, have you ever had a home security before? And I said, well, no, just my dogs and my gun. Oh, thank you, Billy. I also do, I have this other voice named Linda. She'll be like, hello, this is Linda, what do you want? And like when they'll start their spiel about whatever, and I'll just cut them off and say, oh, I'm sorry, darling. When you called, I was reading one of those romance novels with Fabio on the cover. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I was a little bit distracted. Can you start all over, please? I think that we should start with a lot of these spam calls. They're from some call center in India. And no, I'm not going to do an Indian guy voice. Not right now, at least. But I think that what we should do is have call centers here and staff them with rednecks and then have them call people in India, so they can be like, I'm calling about your vehicle's expired warranty. Who am I speaking with? Sandeep? Sandeep, what kind of name is that? This is America. All right, I got the light, so I'll tell one more joke, but it's kind of long, but who cares? Yeah, my name is Spooky McDougal. We have a lot of weird names in my family. I have a cousin named Noodles McGillicuddy. And with a name like that, you would be correct in assuming that he is a circus clown. But he's not, he ain't no ordinary run-of-the-mill clown. He's an educated man. He spent 8 years at Clown College, where he studied circus law. Now he's basically like a personal injury lawyer for clowns. But Noodles had a really interesting life. He was raised by, and a tough life. He was raised by his maternal his maternal grandfather, who was the ringleader of the circus that they owned. He never knew his real father, and his mother was trapped in a deep depression brought on by the loss of Noodles' younger brother in a fatal clown car accident. Noodles' grandfather was a hard man. He came from that generation where men didn't talk about their feelings, and you pulled yourself up by your comedically oversized shoes, I guess. I don't know. I haven't figured out a part for that yet. Which is why he made Noodles drop out of school at a young age to work at the circus. To do all the jobs nobody else wanted to do. One day, some of the other clowns locked Noodles in the cage with the bear that rides the little motorcycle. But the joke was on them because Noodles and that bear became best friends. Of course, once Noodles' grandfather found out, he had the bear put down. Yeah, he was a jealous man who was still bitter and resentful over his wife leaving him for the bearded lady. So when Noodles witnessed his grandfather shoot his best friend, probably his only friend, he ran away from home. I know usually you run away to the circus, but not in Noodles' case. He ran away from the circus, doing odd jobs until he saved up enough money to go to school and become a lawyer. And I saw Noodles a couple years ago at my aunt's wedding, and we were talking about life and whatnot. And he said something that really stuck with me. He said, "You never lie to your lawyer or your doctor, but sometimes you got to lie to your wife in the IRS." Which probably explains why he is divorced and went to prison for tax evasion. But can you really blame a guy for living by his convictions? Thanks, y'all. My name is Spooky McDougal.
Lame. Give it up for Spooky McDougal! Are you next? Oh, I didn't know that. Tell me these things.
You know, speaking of Fabio, they, he mentioned Fabio earlier in his routine. He was doing an ad campaign for "I Can't Believe It's Not Butter," and he'd come out all with his hair done. "I can't believe it's not butter, spray." And they made it all like he's Fabio. What's cool about him is he had a sense of humor about it. He could make fun of himself. And I remember one time he was on Lifestyles of Rich and Famous or something like that, and they were at his house, right? And he's showing off his house, and he goes into his entertainment room, and he has this monster killer stereo system, big screen TV, ginormous speakers, and the guy was interviewing him was blown away. Oh my God! Like, how much does this cost? I mean, just the speakers alone. How much do these speakers cost? And he goes, "Gentleman never said such things." He didn't want to brag.
Yeah, it wasn't MTV Cribs. Check out these $500,000 speakers.
No, he didn't want to disclose that. No, a gentleman does not say that.
Okay, Spooky, you totally reminded me of the time I was in college, and I wanted to get some friends of mine out of band practice, and I called the band director's office, and in the most outrageously horrible British accent, asked for my friends to get released to like the registrar's office or something like that. And it worked. Yes, I'd like to speak to Mr. Hale or Mr. Turpin. Yes, this is Mrs. Johnson. Really, really sounding like a tight ass, sharp nose. Something that I couldn't even put. And I hung up. I was like, I can't believe that worked. And this was in the '90s, so no caller ID.
Yeah, the good old days we could crank call people.
Yeah, we were just calling from the dorm across the street. Okay, so coming up next, I'm glad this guy reminded me once I got on the stage by myself.
All by myself. Thank you.
Stop! You're gonna remind me of what's his name?
Huh?
Who's the guy that sings that?
Oh, Barely Man Enough.
That's not Barry Manilow.
I know it's not. We were just talking about him earlier too. So.
Okay.
I don't know who does sing that
Lane
song.
corrected me. I thought it was the guy from the Raspberries. Okay, so I know I'm all
who
over
sings
the
it?
place, and I just finished my Dr. Pepper.
Who?
Okay, guys, let's.
Celine Dion. Well, she might have done it, but she's not the original singer of that.
Thank you, Eric Carmen.
There you go. And he just passed away.
Eric Carmen, he just passed away.
Yeah, he just passed away like 2 weeks
That's
ago.
why I was saying the guy from the Raspberries. Okay, before I go off on yet another tangent, let me bring up the next performer. I swear, I saw him floating down the stairs today with this music video wind in his face. And I was like, oh my God, you're absolutely glowing. Look at this guy.
Because he's worth it.
Because he's a gorgeous bitch. Give it up for Lost in Thought.
Yes, I remember Tears from Heaven by Eric Corman.
Eric Cartman.
All right. So this is actually new shit. I wrote this today.
Brand new shit.
Yes. And I got to Molly said I kept trying to find the right way to write it, and then I just had an idea how to start, and then it just flowed. All right. Have you heard? Apparently, I'm missing. There's been emptied and hollow milk cartons placed all along the far outreached ends of my insides with a deeply aged picture of me on the back, smiling into this blinded oblivion stained with the cruelty and time of the word missing, written in the flesh blood of black, bold ink. Don't bother with the search party. It's been going on for years. Broken off pieces of my smile have been secluded into cold case files, replaced with mere memories of how such an expression convinces itself of happiness, while at the same time, this genuine truth to the happiness of my current situations. But it's tempered and cooled into the dull flash of reporters' cameras as forgotten illusions of my personality stand in front of podiums and microphones, complete with crocodile tears, simply asking for what was lost of me to either come back home or, at the very least, answer to the truth as to what happened when, on the night that my world shattered and fell apart. My friends, especially those that have been embraced in this warmth and dependability of family, have helped me bring back some semblance of what I forgot. And thanks to them, I can pick up what pieces are left and put together these beautiful statues and sculptures with the most elegant, breathtaking fractures, giving gardens of lush and a new heart to the cracks which have filled them up with earth and life and hope. But there is a lingering dark, a shadow that haunts the far backs of memories whispering of a hard-hold truth. That these pieces that went missing all those years ago are gone, and there's no replacing them. And sometimes, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing or both. There are times that I mourn what once was, so much that it hurts to breathe. But there are other times that are painted with the brightness of these clouds curved in the smoothness of vanilla cream, cradling the skyline with a kind of sunrise that glows of the most brilliant colors, shedding light on pathways to find new pieces of me still being built. But there are pieces of cloud that are being burned alive with past pains and fears that I'm swimming upstream to move past. These new parts of me still being constructed in the hollow of what was are being held together by professionals hired by the depths of my conscience, all paid by the good and of my present, and are all saying the same thing. The past is the past, and there may be pieces of us we can never get back, but that can be opportunity for something new, and maybe even better, tinged with a humility of our past that somehow has this twisted respect for all the things that we went through to put us right where we are, where we belong. But that's just the thing. Where we belong is evolving and ever-changing. Eventually, we can find our way back home, whether that be in the place of where we were or a new residence held up in the strength and perseverance of not only the love and the support, but also the pain and sadness of pasts that should only be looked back upon as lessons or appreciation, but should never be an invite to live. By now, the case of the missing and forgotten travels of this lane are now shelved and filed away, categorized from the range of feelings shifted in invisible paper typed up by perpetual stenographers, continuously adding new evidence. But the reports you're hearing are true. It's time to just go forward, no matter how much it hurts. As for me, I am told to do the same. But in this sadness toned 10 shades into a cool blue, I can at least take pride and appreciation that I do have those in my life that are making the journey that much easier.
I didn't feel like playing the whole thing.
Is it like a timer thing?
Well, they're usually about 10 to 15 seconds long, but unless you go all the way around the stairs, They're usually because he just walks onto the stage, so it's over. You know.
This is true. All right, give it up for Lost in Thought with his new shit. Brand spanking new shit. Seriously.
Crisp and clean.
Sparkly.
Did you say,
fresh.
it sounded like you said pressed and clean.
No, crisp and clean.
Crisp and
Oh.
clean.
Like crispy
Have you,
bacon.
have you ever noticed when you say the word crisp, it follows out of your mouth. It goes crisp. It starts in the k, starts in the back.
Are you
Is
tripping?
in the no. But see, you say crisp and it leaves your. That's just a weird feeling. Try it. You're gonna go crisp.
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 Actually, no, you were sounding a lot like a Sesame Street episode.
A loaf of bread. What was it?
Crisp.
What was it? A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter.
I mean, I can actually picture two shadowed silhouettes on either on the either side of the screen. Crisp, crisp, crisp.
I probably did see something like that. Okay. Coming up next to the stage, take it away, Lost in Thought. Who does it?
This is me taking it away.
Taking it away.
No better person than to take it away than by those two lovable syllables, JoJo.
I'm still not entirely convinced that JoJo needs help walking. I think she just wants to get her arms around a good-looking guy. She's like, how'd you guess? There you go.
Step up here.
Oh my God. I can't do that.
4-inch legs. Letting go. As expected, I have mislaid the words I have been collecting for to send you away out there, where it is predicted and bound to drop into the sea. You persist, however, in this extended separation from scenes that have by now grown unfamiliar. You have become the scribe and authority of far and away. I relent and understand that former arrangements no longer sustain the starving child, and Garrett Walls will never hold you now. Now, I've seen you in this place, and you have seen me here. We passed each other on narrow stretches and gave way. Later, we edged closer without apologies. Now we brush shoulders and smile. Come, sit beside me. A time for us and respite. Time to unfold trust and, yes, love. Hold me now, come. Hold me now. One more. Out of time. I hear the sounds again, rhythmic sounds alike in singing, matching color and phrase, not common to my mind, yet they have always been there, residing borders without paying fee. And I feel cheated because now I'm old and have had only a taste, never my portion. Thank you, guys.
See, she doesn't need help. She sprinted back to the chair. See how she is?
Oh, we're just practicing for our own sitcom. You know, we're just like, didn't you see us like turn to the camera and smile? Mm-hmm. Give it up for JoJo. So,
Hot tamale.
I was thinking about this today, especially coming from down the stairs, having been a while since I've seen her, that I have family in Austin, that I have a sister, that I have also a dear friend who is at home And I also have a unique relative who does a lot of sound.
He's the weird uncle that you don't want to talk to at the reunion.
Yeah.
Because he'll just start talking about gear and you'll go, okay, well, good to see you.
But she has been fiercely protective, like a big sister. And also, like a big sister, she's not afraid to give me shit. At all. But let's hear it for Hot Tamale.
That's me on the trombone. Okay, no, it's not.
Okay, and yes, I'm going to give Lawson Thought shit because he didn't pick up the mic.
He just set it on the floor?
He just set it on the floor.
Or he left it on the floor when JoJo was done.
Yeah. He didn't come up here, reinstall the mic, and then continue. It's okay. It's his first night. He's never done this before. Okay, so, like I said, my writing condominium has kind of come down a little bit. Let me find out. I've actually just been writing a lot of stuff in here, not necessarily poems, just writing. And Ernie B, I give credit to Ernie B for this because he was telling me about it, and so kind of inspired a poem. It's called The Crane Fly. Bumping, stumbling, drunkenly flying about. Misunderstood, mosquito-like, not looking for a meal, looking for love. Not interested in blood-sucking, all he's going for is the fucking. When the weather starts warming up, he's at your door. Stumbling, bumbling, bouncing on the floor. Finds his way in but can't get out. Looking for a girlie is what he's about. He's the crane fly, super fly. Getting down with his bad self, lover, not a fighter. Doesn't make honey, just looking for a honey. 72 hours, we loved a lifetime's worth. Hot sex, living for the crane fly. It's those big mosquito-looking things that start flying into your house.
Yeah,
You're
they
just
look like giant mosquitoes, but they're not.
They're not. And if anything, it's like what Ernie was telling me. They're just like living for about 3 or 4 days, just looking for love.
They don't have mouths. They don't eat.
They don't eat.
At all. All they do is fuck. That's all. That's their only purpose in life. They exist. They're born, and they just have to mate, and then they die. That's it. They have no. They don't ingest anything. I don't know how they can be.
I wish mosquitoes would evolve to that.
Yeah, I was reading.
Lost in thought. We're gonna bring up the next person.
Oh, Alyssa just left. I saw her just drive by in her car.
Oh shit.
What happened?
Alyssa just drove by in her car.
We don't have a bartender anymore. All right, y'all.
Actually, I think she was just moving it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all. Just make sure to write down that you're getting a drink from the cold case, and we'll
We're
leave
going to
a
go on the
list.
honesty program here.
Yeah. Okay. Lost of thought. Take it away.
This is me. Take it away. So our next performer, he's the last on the list at the moment.
Oh, for real? Okay,
Yes.
then we can restart if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Just
did you say
just
no?
letting Christina and Spooky know we can restart the list if you like. They're like, oh, okay.
Oh, did you hear us?
Well, yeah, Ernie's got the speakers outside. Yeah.
But yes, let's hear it for the interesting musings and always thought-provoking laughs from Andrew Hornman.
That's me on the trombone. Okay, no, it's not.
I was waiting for that. I've heard that 1,000 times, but I was waiting for that bit. Like sometimes I know, like you say, like you're like, oh, can you do that? Like do new. I do this mic just to fuck around. All I have is new shit right now. And that will be it. It's weird. You're filming. Okay, never mind. I need to focus. I almost got onto a fight on the bus. I know, and I got super confident for no reason. I'm at a low point in my life. Like, I'm technically a road comic with no car. That's why I'm riding the bus. And I can't afford to be depressed anymore. Like, my therapist keeps on rising up my prices. So, so I don't have a therapist. It's the only thing that's getting me out in the morning is anger, spite, and resentment. Like, I'm a triple threat. So let's fight. Like, I don't fight, like, physically, but, and even when I fight physically, like, look, even if it doesn't make any sense, like, I hope I say something that will get into your mind and you wake up in the middle of the night and feel bad. That's how I run right now. Behind all the smiles and the high-pitched voice, like, I'm an angry person, so I was like, fine, let's do this. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm probably going to lose. This guy was big. I'm probably going to lose, but I know for certain he's not going to win. And at that moment where something bad was probably going to happen, there was another guy that came in my defense. I know, and it was dumb, too. Like, this guy tried taking my pen on the bus. Like, he pushed me, and then I was like, I gotta get my pen. He's like, what are you gonna do about it? I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, as that moment where I was like, oh, this guy, like, protects me. And then I realized, like, oh, I have special ed kid energy. Like, I remind him of one of his siblings. Like, here are these, like, two, like, burly guys ready to go at it, like, ready to fight over me, over a pen. And I got stupid confident, like, I wasn't gonna die on the bus, and these guys come to my protection. Like, I don't know, like, I realized, like, there is something off about me. Like, I should have been bullied a lot more. But because I was too off, like, I always had a bigger guy protect me. That was the bit. That was 4 minutes. Good. I'm addicted to my phone right now. I got a new phone, and right now I'm just playing a strategy game while listening to everybody. And when I go home, I will play that game on my phone. I need to do work. I need to do laundry, but I just want to kill the colonials. Like, it's not like a violent game. I say kill the Look, there's this game. It is. I'll just explain this board. Whatever. I know this is nerdum. Like, I'm gonna explain a nerdy game, and it's not gonna go well. Okay, I'll talk about this. There was this in college, I guess she was kind of a bully. She was this loud person you just didn't want to fuck with. She was a loud person. She had all these gay friends around her. I don't know if you know this. They're called hags. You can't say this anymore. They're FAG hags. Like, you can't. I don't want to give anybody permission or make anybody, like, trigger anybody. But, like, you can't. But they're gay magnets, I guess. You can't say fruit fly or. You can't say that anymore. I guess they're just called. You guys never heard this? This is. I like how Alyssa just is like, yeah, I've heard like. I think right now the politically correct name for them is called bisexual women. Like I think that is the name for anyway. But there was this woman Kim. She was loud, and I thought she was loud because she was. I thought it was because she was like. I thought she was loud just for attention, and then I find out that her parents and her two brothers were deaf, and so she just didn't know any better. I know I remember going to one of their plays, her brother's play at the School for the Deaf and Blind, and the play was called Snow White and the Seven Deafies, and I know this was a real play. It was he was playing like Dopey or something. And she was all like, isn't my brother very cute? And I'm like whispering. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's really cute. And then she says, why are you whispering? They can't hear you. And she just lived her whole entire life just not knowing. And we were in class, and this class was all in sign. And she was like, she was a CODA, which means child of deaf adults, and she's all like, why'd the teacher give me a B? I know more shit than she does. And I'm like, the teacher can hear you. Even though it's in time. She's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it was my favorite. Okay, anyway, bye, guys.
That's me on the trombone. Okay, no, it's not.
I'm gonna take fruit flies home with me.
I've actually heard the term, of course.
I mean, the term he was referring to, I remember that. I remember that growing up. I mean, I heard that in the 80s. I mean, I think it was even around in the 70s. So, yeah, I mean, but honestly, I think fruit flies is better.
Yep.
I like it better.
Yep. Actually, reminding me of today, a coworker, and we get along fine and whatnot, though. He did ask me about, like, in this series, like, why do gay men do this? And I told him, I don't know. I missed last year's meeting because I'm gonna have to like.
I haven't renewed my membership, so
hasn't paid his
I'm
dues.
kind of out of the loop on the group text. So
In fact, that's how I know about fruit fly, because me and Andrew saw each other last meeting, right, Andrew? Yeah. It's a prerequisite that all gay men have to be at the same club at the meeting. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm also thinking about because you've ever heard guys like rev their cars going down the road, and so me and my coworkers will just kind of look at each other and like, did you hear the Teeny Weeny Peeny Club? Yep.
The Teeny Weeny Peeny Club. .com.
Teeny Weeny Peeny. All right.
It was a teeny weeny peeny.
Okay.
I'd like to say.
Wait, did anybody else sign up to get back on the list? No.
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
I was going to say, I'd like to say hello to everyone who's watching online right now.
Hello, watching online.
I'd like to say also, especially to Astro Legumes, who's watching in Germany.
Oh wow! Hey, Astrid.
And right now, because I mentioned this to him because he was watching some of the shows during South by and stuff, and I said we're going to be on, but earlier. So for him, because usually he watches and it's like 2 a.m. over there.
Yeah.
So now it's like a decent hour for him, so it's not so late. So he's watching at a regular time. But he's been waiting for open mic. I mean, he'll check out the bands too, but he really likes watching the open mic.
And also,
And I also want to say, booble.
Wait, so you said we were on next week, right?
Okay, next week there is a show that starts around 4 or 5. And it's going to be over around 8, so we're
starting later.
We can start like at 8:30,
okay,
or as soon as we're ready, just like we do when we have the FemRock show.
Yeah,
and because these early shows, as you can tell, I mean it's pretty thin. Most of our audience or participants like to come out later.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Tom Moon is not here.
And we'd also like to say we are appreciative that you guys did show up and you are understanding. Of the month. That was South by.
Yeah, March has just been crazy with shows
and see what sometimes performers do not understand is that South by is it drives all the bands and the bars into the black.
Yep.
This is it's a necessary evil. Like local Austinites will be like, oh God, not again. Yeah, all the traffic's being diverted, whatever.
It's like you want us to keep going. You want us to have another show.
Yeah.
But we got to like, yeah.
And it kind of like one helps the other. Bar does good, we do good. We're still here being
There's some
complete dorks
venues
for 16 years.
There's some venues that actually make the money for the year for the rent just through South by because it's how busy it gets. So it's really important. You know, it's a pain in the ass sometimes, especially downtown. It's not so bad over here because we're a little bit out of the area, but it's there's still a lot of bands that show up, and you know, people make connections and we make money over here. I mean, it's a time to get while the getting is good, as they say.
And it's really weird because Ernie spends his job is to listen.
Huh?
And your job is to listen. That is, shut up. And my job, when people ask me, well, what do you do for a living? I say, well, I shoot my mouth off for a living, whether I'm on the stage or at the store. So when me and Ernie get together at the end of the day, and he's like,
Yeah, because she's spent, but I haven't said a word all night, so I'm like,
yeah, he's talking to me, and I'm just like, would you shut up? Ugh. And he's like, oh, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and oh my God, did you hear about this and this and this? And I'm like,
I don't gossip. I just talk about what happens
no,
at
I know,
shows.
but you're telling me what's going on, and I'm just like, I'm all talked out. I'm just like, I just talked to 300 people today. Be quiet.
There was a band here from where the hell they were from. I can't remember. They were touring through, and I went up on stage to mic up the drum set or whatever, and the guy with the drummer was like, you know, can I help you with anything? Can I help? And I turn out without skipping a beat. I go, well, I've been having these dreams, and he's like, okay, I'm listening. You know, like, just skip a beat. It was funny.
Okay, so does anybody want to do an encore performance before we close? Oh shit!
What?
They're asking me for a request. Okay.
Song.
Oh, that's what I think Andrew was saying when he first went up there about, because when I said that's me on the trombone, like he's heard it a million times, but he's still waiting for it.
It's still funny.
And I've told him if he did all new shit today, but there's older bits that he does that I like to hear again. You know, I mean, it's like when you watch a movie. You don't necessarily just watch it once and never watch it again. That was a good movie. I want to see it again. It's the same thing with a joke or a poem or whatever. You know, you like to hear it again. You know, because it's good, or it makes you laugh, or it touches you in a way. So there's nothing wrong with reading or doing something, you know, over again, unless you do the same one like every time. Then it's like, come on, man, write something new.
Okay, well, I'm trying to figure one out right now because in my singing selections. But again, don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells, $4.25. Go get something delicious and buzzworthy. Let's see.
You could always just start singing as if, you know, we could actually sing a conversation.
Oh, Ernie, do I have a dongle up here?
It's up there.
Ooh. A dongla?
That was a $15 dongle. Because I got tired of the.
It's such a weird name, dongle.
Yeah, I got tired of just the ones that come with the phones. So I ordered a pair of real nice ones. That's a good dongle.
It sounds dirty. It sounds like somebody's gonna walk up to you in a dark alley. Go, you want to look at my dongle?
No,
baby?
it's like, hey baby, let's get hot tonight. Why don't you go get the dongle?
Okay, it's not connected.
It's connected.
Well, it's not doing anything to the battery. Is it supposed to?
It doesn't charge. It's a dongle.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know these things.
It's just for audio. It's not a charger.
Okay. So I know what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Let me find my karaoke file. This moment brought to you by my overloaded cell phone.
Just kick him in the dongle.
It's going so slow because I have so many apps like on my phone. That's like my favorite thing to do. Look for free apps.
God, she's like a million apps.
I do. I really do. Hold on.
And then like on her computer, she'll leave like a million windows open.
No, I don't.
You do. I'll go on there and use it. What the hell's all this?
Liar. Okay, hold on.
And then my computer's slow. Can you fix it? Yeah, just close all these windows.
I am not that bad. Okay. Oh, wait. No. That's not that. Sorry, I picked the wrong file. Hold on. I cannot believe I did that. I went back to the old file.
Old shit.
Okay. I know. Sorry. Okay, I can do this. It's... There it is. Okay. I did
That's
it.
like that. Oh, never mind.
Sorry, guys. It's Sing King. Ernie, turn it down a little bit. I took my love, took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. A mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. I always struggle what to do with in the little musical break.
Cartwheel.
If I cartwheel, the show's over. I couldn't even do that when I was 70 pounds. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. I take my love, take it down. I climb a mountain and turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring you down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring you down. Oh, the landslide will bring you down. Thank you. Encore. Guys. Ernie, are you okay with it?
With what?
With an encore? Ugh. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Good God.
That's not me!
That had a lot of bass.
Sorry, it went automatically. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna do one of my favorites. I gotta say, Tom Petty. If he isn't in the Music Hall of Fame, he should be. And wait, real quick. And I just want to let you know, it's a disorder of mine. I can usually only sing guy songs, so Stevie Nicks is the only girl song I pretty much know. Sorry. I've got a really bizarrely low voice for a chick. I don't know why. Okay. It's like, hi. Okay. Ooh, I could feel that under my feet. I love this song on the Damn the Torpedoes soundtrack album when he does it live. Wow, that's heavy. It's alright if you love me. It's alright if you don't. I'm not afraid of you running away, honey. I get this feeling you won't. There's no use in pretending. Your eyes give you away. Something inside you is feeling like I do. We said all there is to say. Break down, go ahead and give it to me. Break down, honey, take me tonight. Break down, I'm standing here, can't you see? Break down, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Rest in peace, Tom Petty. Good God, I'm gonna start crying. Go get something to drink. I sound better. Break down and go ahead and give it to me. Break down, honey, take me tonight. Break down, I'm standing here, can't you see? Break down, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Lane, get up here, please. Okay, give me an outro. Give it up for.
Let's hear it for my big sister, Hot Tamale.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to. I didn't want to scare anybody. See, these two down here are my biggest fans when it comes to the singing. It's like, they'll be like, so when are you going to sing again? I was like, oh, God. We got 25 people on the list. I don't think it's happening tonight.
They're just supportive in general.
Yes, very.
They're
very.
so cool.
Thank you, ladies.
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody else want to get up here
Before we call it,
before we call it a night?
How can you follow that?
Oh,
call it.
quite easily, trust me. Quite. Thank you, ladies.
What's the
Thank you.
deal with no?
Oh my God.
Do you ever remember watching Secret Squirrel, the cartoon, and
No.
his boss? He
Is
was like,
he the one with the mask and the
yeah,
hat?
he was a detective, Secret Squirrel, and his boss was this big water buffalo, and he had a real deep voice, and Secret would explain something to him, and all the boss would say would quite. But I can't do it. I don't have that deep of a voice, but quite.
I've never heard of this. Is that why it's called Secret? Because I don't know it.
He's about 10 years younger than us, so he
He was a crime-fighting detective squirrel, and he had a little sidekick too.
I was gonna say you're the youngest one in the room, but I think Horniman beat you on that.
A man to be
yeah.
to be referred to as baby. Oh yeah. See, let's do it. It's like, hey.
Wait, audience wise, yeah. You're in a class all by
Oh,
yourself.
Morocco Mole was his sidekick. He was blind because he was a mole.
Oh shit.
And one day they had layoffs because the budget cuts, so the ox fired Secret.
The water buffalo.
He's like, I'm ready to do my part, boss. All right, Secret, you're fired. And then it's okay. And so Morocco Mole became the secretary, I forgot her name, became the new detective, and Morocco Mole became the new secretary. So he went to reorganize the filing cabinets and said, no, I'll put everything under C for criminal. So everything was stuffed in the C drawer, and it was like, and it finally exploded, and there's paperwork everywhere.
Okay.
Morocco Mole.
Okay. Anybody, please. Come on. No, serious. There's nothing to worry about. If you want to do an encore performance, come on.
It's
No. I don't want people to be flipping by on YouTube and go, isn't that the host? Geez, they must really have slim pickings tonight.
Well, it is an afternoon show. Like I said, I think we're more of a nighttime crowd here.
Yeah, and plus, as soon as we say thank you, good night, we're going to have a couple people walk in going,
What
hey,
ti-
can I get on the list?
We're done.
what time is it anyway?
Yeah, it's going to be 6.
Oh God, we have like an hour.
No, we don't.
No, we really, yeah, we really don't. So,
Oh.
okay, encore performance going once. Eyeballing JoJo and Andrew and Spooky.
And now you sound like Romper Room.
Traveler. Huh?
Now you sound like Romper Room, where she got out the mirror and she called out the names of the kids on TV, like you're watching from home. I can see Tom, and I can see Betty, and I can see. You remember Romper Room?
You're older than me.
I've
dude.
heard of Romper Room, but I've never seen it.
She would pull out this magic mirror where she could see the kids at home. I mean, she really couldn't, but she would just pull out, say names at random. So if you were a little kid, it was a really little kids show. But she would call out your name. And you go, oh, she saw me. You know. But
I've never. Was that a secret too?
no, it wasn't a secret. It was Romper Room. It was like Miss.
He's completely missed the point of Secret Squirrel.
It was like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, but it was a woman. It wasn't as popular as Mr. Rogers, but it was pretty popular, actually.
I loved Mr. Rogers. The only one I couldn't stand, what was her name? The lady puppet?
Oh,
Come on, help me out.
Antoinette.
No.
Wow.
She was like a queen.
Yeah, Queen.
She was kind of scary looking. Yeah. When she would talk, I'd be like,
He did all the voices.
he did?
Yeah, he did all the voices.
Wait, so the mouse was a spokesperson for the deodorant, right?
What are you talking about?
Exactly. Yeah.
Deodorant?
Yes.
Where did that come from?
He's thinking Secret Squirrel has something to do with the deodorant.
No.
It's strong enough, you know.
You know, the shine has come off. You are back to being lost in thought. Whatever.
Remember when Don Rickles did an ad campaign for Right Guard?
No secret there.
Nervous? Why the hell are you so damn nervous? And it was a commercial for Right Guard. And it was Don Rickles. Remember that commercial?
Or what about Robert Stack and the batteries? Or Burt Reynolds and the pantyhose.
Or what was the guy from Heart
was
to
hot.
Heart? We would do the Excedrin commercials.
Robert Wagner.
Robert Wagner. He goes, I get real bangeroos. So whenever
Bangeroos.
yeah. And he later came on talk shows, talked about that. So I can't believe I said that.
I remember Carl Malden asking if everyone knew where their children were.
There was a comedian that did a bit about that.
Okay, so if nobody wants to do an encore, you know,
Oh, JoJo.
we can do this. Oh, I love this. Okay. You got 17 spam
17
calls?
spam calls? Hold on.
It's okay. I told it.
We couldn't hear you.
So they can hear you.
Oh, okay. When I get the spam calls now, I tell them, I said, thank you for calling, but I'm blind and I have to come through 2 or 3 rooms to get here, and it really hurts me because I'm crippled too. And they said, well, we'll take you off the list. I don't get as many.
Guilt them into not calling you anymore.
I'm on this Reddit page called Scammer Payback or something like that. Oh, God, it's so fun. It's just like, they'll be like, hi, is this Dana? It's like, where'd you put the body? What are you talking about? The body, the one that we had to take care of last night. It's not in the hole that we put. What? Like, and they'll just kind of just keep going, and I think I have the wrong number. It's like it's a text. It's a text. It's like,
text.
oh my God.
Oh, I heard about those. Like these texts that you're getting a lot. Apparently, I saw on last week's night. They're also referred to as pig butchering scams. That's what they're called. But to hopefully, I guess it's funny to text them in response. But sometimes those people are kind of doing it against their will.
What, the spam callers?
Yeah, I've heard some pretty bad stuff that they'll get these students that think they're getting a job, but they're not, and they'll kidnap them.
Kind of like phone banks.
Right, and they'll savagely beat them and shit, and yeah.
Like human trafficking, but spam
Right.
callers?
Yeah, and so they have to carry out these scams against their will.
That's some pretty heavy scamming.
I think one of my favorites is when I get Instagram requests from men. You can always tell that they're scamming for sex or whatever because they're
Imagine that.
they're always holding a puppy. He always has a puppy right here, and he's like, veteran looking for love and praise Jesus. I'm like, delete.
I always want to respond to those. I mean, I'm afraid to because I don't want to give out my information. I don't want to respond to them because I'm thinking if I do, they'll have my information. But I'm so tempted if it's some chick, that's some scantily clad as hey, sexy. And I'm saying, ooh, man, do you have the wrong number? It's like,
All right, let's
Yeah,
throw this in the garbage
oh,
can.
Spooky.
say
What's
we
up,
should-
Spooky?
No. You know what? You need to tell the story about what you told us before we came in. That's a good one. Okay, Alyssa, here are the details.
The gory details, literally.
Yeah, this is great.
Okay.
Um,
Let me sanitize before you get started.
I do apartment maintenance. That's my real job. And the other day, I found a dead body in an apartment. Basically, what happened is this guy on the second floor complains that there's a brown, sticky liquid dripping from his ceiling. And I'm like, this isn't good. So I go over there, and I'm like, yeah, this is blood. It wasn't much. It was maybe the size of a quarter, but still, this is leaking through, the unit above. So I'm like, let me go see what's going on. I go upstairs, and I knock on the door, not expecting anybody to answer, and I hear a woman's voice say, just give me a second. I need to put some clothes on. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. So she opens up the door, and it stinks, by the way, the whole... Yeah. And when she opened up the door, it just hit you in the face. And her hair is all matted, and she has definitely untreated diabetes because her feet and her legs are just swollen and red. She can hardly walk. You can tell this woman is going through a lot. It smells terrible in there. And I say, I'm here to investigate a leak. Have you noticed anything? And she's like, no, I heard some water dripping in the bathroom. Meanwhile, I can see into her bedroom, and there's a pool of blood under her bed. But there's also a cat litter box just full of cat shit. So I'm like, oh, your cat died, and you just haven't said anything. Okay. I take a couple steps closer, and then I see at the foot of her bed, this guy slumped over, he fell forward on his knees, and it was a downward dog position. I only saw some of his body. I couldn't tell you if actually at the time I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman or what their ethnicity was. All I know is that their skin was yellow and pale and translucent, and it took me a minute to realize what I was looking at. And once I did realize, I was like, what the fuck? Hi, Jen. We're talking... No, you're good. To catch you up to speed, we were talking about... I do apartment maintenance, and I found a dead body the other day.
Well, I used to be a cab driver in San Marcos, and I had one of my clients killed.
Jeez.
That's why I quit doing it.
Wait, you murdered one of your clients?
No, I didn't murder him. Somebody else did.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm Jen.
Hi, Jen.
I'm the reason you waited. I came from Waco. She didn't understand. Hold on. I'll be
Wait, so you're gonna go up? Yeah. Well then I'll finish my story up. Yeah, basically this woman had been living with the guy had been dead for 3 weeks, and she didn't say anything because she was afraid she'd get kicked out. And so, and she never acknowledged the dead body at all, like anytime until the EMTs were like, "Who is your friend?" And she goes, "Oh, that's Steven Perez." And I guess it was her boyfriend or something. So,
It wasn't Koresh.
no.
Boo-hiss.
And the then the EMTs are like asking her questions. Do you know where you are? Austin, Texas. Do you know what year it is? 2024. Do you know who the president is? And I was really hoping that she would say like Trump is still my president,
Hell no.
because then it would all make sense. But anyway.
No, I don't think so.
Well, did they take the body? Yeah, they got it, and the cops took all care of it and stuff, and it was just, yeah, it was weird. All right, I'm gonna go so Jen can talk. Do. I don't know. Oh wait, Morocco Mole. He wore a fez, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
Yes.
Was it a secret fez?
Alrighty, so we're gonna get ready to close it down for now.
Unfortunately.
Okay, because just to let you folks know, if the because we've got a show after this, and if nobody buys, we got to shut down early. So we got. Okay, ma'am. Okay, okie dokie.
I just came from Waco, darling.
Well-
All right. Well, if you're ready, what's your name?
Jen?
Give it up
Jen.
for Jen.
Well, actually, last voice of the night.
Last voice of the night.
I have 2 new poems. I had to rewrite them because my phone died and I had to buy a new damn phone. I'm pissed at T-Mobile. This one? Everybody hear me? This is called Brother Dear. You're an asshole. But you're my asshole. My brother is an asshole. He bleeds cynicism. He's a pain in the ass. I love him. I hate him. He's a pain and a pissant. He forgets I had parents, dead now and 6 feet under. Be my brother. Be a friend. I'm not your daughter. Sister, maybe. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. Be my brother. Be my friend. I'm your little sister until the end. And I wrote that at 3:30 this afternoon before I left Waco. And I wrote this other one at 3:45. This is Daydream, pen and ink. I sit here on my bed, daydream of day I've had. Beautiful Easter Sunday, Ostera, with family and friends. Perfect day. Adopted family, I'm blessed. Adopted is kinder to me than my brother, who is blood. He's an ass. My adopted ones forgive my sins and remind me that I'm perfect and not. Remind me of the debts that can be forgiven. And they have the rest, and they leave the rest at the door. You are welcome. Jen Warren. Jen will do for you. That's my
All right, give it up for Jen.
She came all the way from Waco
All
to
the
be
way
here.
from Waco. Lovely.
that lives here. I have one in Houston, one here, one in Buda, and a girlfriend in Giddings.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up the show. And should I do the thing?
Do the thing.
You have been witness to the best, the baddest open mic in the ATX, spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kick Butt Coffee Music and Booze. It's not just an open mic, it's a show, not a show without each and every one of you, including you, JoJo. Thank you and good night.